Dear viewer and listener, the day has finally come. After all these months of talking about watches, Tom finally has the opportunity to talk about computer games instead. Tom, Tag Heuer, Mario Kart, you must be absolutely over the moon.
I never thought I'd see the day. What a collaboration. Exciting.
So when Tag Heuer broke the news that it was doing a collaboration with Mario Kart, everyone went, what?
Yeah, everyone did go, what, actually? On the watch industry side, everyone went, okay. And then on the sort of Nintendo Mario Kart fandom, everyone went, that's more than I would pay for merch. I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not wholly unexpected because this is the second in a collaboration between Tag Heuer and Nintendo.
Is it?
It was only last year in 2021 that they released a limited edition Tag Heuer Connected, their smartwatch, which featured Mario. It had sort of Mario graphics and screensavers or whatever you have on a smartwatch. But yeah, so that's come and gone. So this is the next collaboration in, I don't know if this is the final collaboration, maybe we'll see more. Maybe we'll finally get some sort of Wario's gold mine, gold monstrosity. That'd be fun. So this time we've got two in the Formula One series of Tag watches in collaboration with Mario Kart. So Tag Heuer highlight the common themes as being adrenaline, speed, competitiveness, all the way to victory.
Something tells me they've never played Mario Kart in their lives.
Yeah, it's more like frustration.
Yeah, frustration, anger, and then not speaking to your friends for a week.
Yeah, and all the way to victory, I would say victory for 95% of the race and then dead last after you get bombarded by everyone else.
I wonder if you go onto the waiting list for these watches and then just as you get to number one and you're about to get the phone call, you get knocked to the back.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
This is a really strange circumstance, but before we get into the philosophical debate of the combination of a beloved Italian plumber and a beloved watchmaker, let's go through some of the specs.
Yeah, so they're both chronographs, and the first of which is the Tag Heuer Formula 1 x Mario Kart Limited Edition chronograph. And this is a 44mm steel case with a black polished ceramic tachymeter bezel with superluminova and with the Mario Kart logo inscribed in the upper right corner.
Useful.
The 2 o'clock pusher features a red band of iconic red lacquer, as does the crown, which also features Mario's M symbol etched onto it, which is very nice. The black dial has a anthracite checkered pattern inspired by Mario's famous checkered underpants.
Fact check, does Mario have checkered underpants?
No, I think it's probably a racetrack thing. I just made that up.
Oh, I see. No, this is the thing, right? You've made this up. I don't know if Tag Heuer has said it or not, because it's all lunacy.
Yeah, well, I mean, the things that I'm showcasing here, like, these are cool watches. Like, the details and everything are really well considered, and it's actually a really kind of cool, punchy watch. It's just a weird collaboration. And it continues. Mario appears in the seconds indicator subdial at 9 o'clock. Which is again, and it's circled in iconic red, so nice flashes of red here and there. There's a red lacquered central seconds hand, hour chronograph counter hand, and minute scale on the flange. The date, this is my favourite bit, the date window at 3 o'clock will regularly display fan favourite Mario Kart items, including Bullet Bill, the banana, and more, in lieu of a date number.
Brilliant. What day is it? I don't know. Mushroom?
Could you imagine that at the bank, Andrew? There you go, Mr. Morgan. If you could just initial there, the family's estate will belong to you. Oh, yes, thank you. Do you have the date? Yeah, it's Starman.
Let's go.
Excellent. And it's powered by the automatic caliber 16 movement, and the screw down case back is engraved with the Mario Kart logo and a silhouette of the little buddy himself in his cart pootling along. So yeah, cool.
Well, it gets weirder, right? Because this is... How much is this watch? This is Tag Heuer F1 pricing.
Yeah, so this first edition is limited to 3,000 pieces.
Yep.
And it's £3,350 for this one.
I thought the Switch was expensive.
Yeah.
Cripes. But that's pretty mad. But it gets madder. It gets madder by a factor of many times. What's the second watch, Tom?
Yeah, so the second one is the Tag Heuer Formula 1 x Mario Kart Limited Edition chronograph Tourbillon. So I never thought I'd see the day. So this one's slightly larger in a 45mm case and is made from high-performance grade 5 titanium. It has a black polished ceramic bezel with tachymeter scale, as before, with white superluminova and the Mario Kart logo in the top right. The crown and pushers are polished steel with the M again. And this time the dial is skeletonized black with the iconic red accentuating the edges of the cutouts, and again on the central seconds hand and the minute scale on the flange. There are 2 grained sub-dials at 3 and 9 and the tourbillon cage at 6, which features my favourite thing. The spinning tourbillon showcases Mario being perpetually chased by a bullet bill and the dreaded blue spiny shell, so that's amazing. I mean, if someone said, what's the best use of a tourbillon? I never would have thought of that, but now I've seen it, that is it. Tourbillons are done now.
Peak watch game reached, game over.
So, and then round the back, through the sapphire case window, you can see the COSC certified Caliber Heuer 02T movement, which features a fresh red chronograph wheel and a special rotor weight, which showcases cutouts of Mario, Luigi and Princess Peach all driving along. And yeah, both watches feature black straps with red lining and red stitching and folding buckles with Mario M symbols. And this one, the tourbillon version, is limited to only 250 pieces.
It's great. I love it. How much is it?
It might be, and it absolutely is, £21,250. I think it's about $25,000 in the US.
What?
That's a hefty flipping fee for some Mario Kart tourbillon action.
God,
but
Lord.
There you go. It's a rarity. So you got to pay for it.
Tom, I have a questione for you.
Go on.
That's a lot of price. The normal Tag Heuer tourbillon chronograph costs £16,700.
Right.
So not only is this an expensive watch, but you're paying a hell of a premium to get that sweet, sweet Mario goodness.
Yeah.
What do you think of that price?
It's a strange price, isn't it? It's whenever there's a kind of a new release out of left field, there's the 2 main questions, isn't there? There's who is this for and what were they thinking? And this ticks both those boxes, doesn't it? It's like the collaboration between Tag Heuer and Nintendo is... Tag Heuer is a luxury item, but Nintendo is family fun for everyone, isn't it? So those sort of things are a bit at odds. I mean, I'm a nearly 40-year-old schlub with some disposable income, but I don't have disposable tourbillon income. But just on the face of it, just as 2 watches, like I think they're dynamite. I think they're absolutely amazing. They're so cool. I love all the little nods to the franchise. Like I think what they've done is like really considered and really nice, and it's funky, fresh, and really cool. But yeah, I don't know. I wish if they'd have done their Formula 1 quartz one, you know, like the one that's around £1,000, and whacked a Mario Kart there on the dial, that would sit better. Because Mario Kart on a dial, that feels like something you would see on
a Timex.
Yeah, exactly.
The Timex Weekender collaboration.
Yeah. So it's very strange.
As a collaboration of 2 different brands, it feels like the David Bowie method of writing songs, where he would tear up a dictionary and just pull bits out and be like, okay, fine. And they went, well, okay, Tag Heuer, yeah, good. Mario, who put Mario in here? And they're like, the bag has spoken.
You must obey the bag.
I absolutely agree with you. I really, really like the watches. I could do without the word Mario Kart on the bezel. That's a bit much. But when you take everything into account, the product, the brands, the price, this to me is the reverse situation of the Moon Swatch with a similar outcome, bar one very important thing. So the Moon Swatch was a premium association with a cheap product, and everyone was like, whoa, that's a weird combination. This is like an affordable association with an expensive product.
Yeah.
The difference is you can't buy this one on a whim. You won't have thousands of people queuing outside the Tag Heuer store being like, oh no.
Yeah.
This is the exclusive domain of 3,000 people who like Mario enough to get their Tag Heuer with Mario on, and then probably the collectors who buy this, the same people who buy the Richard Mille Smiley, who grab it and then probably hope that it appreciates.
Yeah. In a way that the Moonswatch, in an ideal world, if it had been abundant in availability, you know, it would have catered for everyone. Everyone could have got a slice of the Omega Speedmaster Moonwatch cake. But in this instance, I feel like there's going to be way more people missing out that would really appreciate the timepiece than could actually get their hands on it. So yeah, it's fun to look at the pictures, I suppose.
It certainly is.
Like all other watches.
I'm very glad it exists, for sure. In the same way as with the Wii U, I'm glad it exists. I didn't buy one.
I wonder if I can get one on no money down.
Well, dear viewer and listener, there you go. 2 new Tag Heuer watches in collaboration with Mario Kart. What do you think? Will you be trying to get one of those, or will you be staying as far away as possible? Let us know in the comments below. While you're down there, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we will see you next time for more Who's It For and What Were They Thinking? Goodbye.
Bye-bye.